Hello, sir. It is going always. I like to learn a bit, maybe you mean a bit about phrasal verbs. Thank you.
Okay, that was weird. Okay, so for those who are watching the video, the first thing we did was the screen capture the timeline. We're working on the program window right here, where it says program, and we took a screenshot of the timeline. Okay, and we described what the timeline is. And the one thing I forgot about the timelines, you can actually move and control the scrub bar. See that? You can scrub, you can move it left or right. You can even double click and manually enter. I can put it at 0, 0 if I can't pinpoint. And let's say it's actually better if you do that for, like, if you want to hit a certain frame, right about there, say at 13. So that's what you kind of want to do. So why don't we go back to slide number 2 and add this. Can scrub left and right, scrub left and right. Okay, can control playback, playback by scrubbing left or right. Okay, that's it. So you might want to write that. Can control the playback by scrubbing left and right. And also, if you double click, you can manually enter the time. Okay, yes, sir. Huh? Yeah, go ahead. Let me, all right, go ahead. Okay, so, all right. So there we go. Okay, and then after that, we did the playback resolution, which was this guy right here. Okay, we talked about this full res. Of course, the lower the number, the lower the quality. But right now we don't have a big video here, so it's okay. And then right now we're at fit. Fit drop down the field of view. Okay, that's the field of view based on percentage. Okay, the higher, the higher the percentage, the more close up it'll be. Okay, so there we go. All right, see that? Okay. Okay, that's basically that. All right. Okay, next one here. I'm just going to keep this on for a while. So I know you guys got a copy. So when you do have an exam, it'll be an open note exam. These PowerPoints, these slides, are what you're going to be using. Okay, only the slides. So just make sure you know where to find the information, which basically is. So, all right, cool. Next thing is the markers in and out. So yeah, we even have markers right here. See, so you can go here and add a marker. See, look at that. There's a marker. It's easier. Or you can press Command M. Okay, whoops. Never mind, not Command M. You can just press M. Yeah, just M. Okay, so you can either press this, add marker, or and that basically just indicates, and just like every other window, every window, if you notice, source window, you can actually add a marker. Obviously, there it is right there, okay? And in the timeline, you can also add a marker. There it is right there, okay? So you don't have to press M if you don't want to. You can just click here. But it just basically pinpoints a certain point of the video. So let's take a screenshot of just this right here. Just these guys right here, okay? And you guys know what a marker is, so what you can do is just take a shape, okay? Do this. All right, there we go, and then put that there. And you can just type in markers, pinpoint a specific part of a video. There we go. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, write that down there. Okay, so really helpful. Okay, so once again, if we Mesa, stop cussing. Okay, so everybody good? Markers point the specific part of a video of interest, okay? Now, in and out resolution, okay? We're halfway done, everybody? So the in and out resolution, okay, sorry, it shouldn't say in and out resolution. Please change the word resolution, in and out brackets, I guess we can call it. Sorry, okay, in and out brackets, there we go. All right, and then obviously you should know what that is. So let's say the markers indicate a specific point of something. So right there, there's Bart Simpson's eyes. I'm going to go ahead and click on the mark in. So yes, the same thing inside here, okay, in the source window is the same over here. So let's go to the next one, okay. And by the way, if you press and hold the shift key, it'll snap right there. See, notice when you get closer, there, you see that little marker? So as you do that, okay, let me see if there's a snap thing. Oh, no, okay. All right, so you'll notice right here that as soon as you get there, okay, there it is right there. See that little symbol that appears there? So let's go ahead and do mark out. All right, cool. And what's going to happen is that part of the timeline that you marked is also going to be grayed out. Okay? So everybody, please take a screenshot of this entire area right about there. So it covers the gray area of the timeline plus the gray area of the program window. So take a screenshot of that. Really important, okay, because I will be asking you about this. So I will write this down, okay? So the in and out, okay, specifies the area of interest in the clip. Let me write this down first, okay? Will also highlight the timeline, okay? The same area in the timeline, okay? So if you notice once again, okay, we have a mark in and out here, okay? We use the markers and then we decide that's where we want, and then here it highlights it. So wrench menu, okay, there's a wrench right here. Click on it and take a screenshot. Okay, so click on this and take a screenshot. Okay, there we go. That's the wrench menu. All right, you go over here. You put it right here. All right, and what do I say about this? Well, let me show you one thing. Click on the wrench menu and click on multi-camera. Okay, and look at your thing right there. So now you can kind of see, if you have two different cameras, we can actually see two of these. Not sure how this works actually. So let's go back to the wrench menu and click on RGBA. Let's just try it. I mean, I'm not very familiar with this. So we're going to stick mostly to composite. Okay? But you can also control playback resolution and pause resolution, all that stuff here. You can do all that stuff. You can even loop if you choose to loop your video, you can choose this one. Sometimes it helps to loop. You can also control show the marker, show the scroll bars. So go ahead and click on scroll bars, show the scroll bars right there. All right, and you'll notice right here, you can actually, just like we do anything, it controls how much, well, I don't know what it shows. But you can show how much of this timeline, this area down here. But I guess maybe it's not needed. So let's just go. But the one thing I would like you to have is show rulers. Okay, show rulers and guides. Okay, so definitely, here, let me show you. Let me do this one more time, bring it back. You want to have show rulers, show guides, okay? Show markers, okay? I guess transport controls, whatever that might be, okay? And yeah, these two, enable transmit and timeline overlay. Okay, so make sure that they're all selected, please. And we're gonna stay at composite video, okay? It's just the one thing. I think if we had multi-camera, that would mean multi-different stuff. So we're not there with these computers. It's supposed to have many monitors. So make sure you show rulers. And everybody see a ruler there? Does anybody not have a ruler? Who does not have a ruler in the program window? Okay, so once again, click on show rulers or show guides, okay? Right down here. Show rulers and guides. Are you seeing it? Okay, so now why do we need this? I'm not sure, but you can actually, just like in Photoshop, you can drag it in and like maybe you want to focus on that one area. You see that? Okay. Like I want to make sure it's right there. Okay, so try that. And if you don't want it, you can just go ahead and drag it out or just press clear guides. All right, so that's that, okay? So basically, it just the wrench menu gives you several ways of viewing. Yes, I'm recording, so you guys are good. All right, so that's it, and now we got the lift. So here's where I'd like you to really focus. Okay, so you should have a gray area here. And you should have a gray area here. And let's focus on this icon right here. It's called lift. Just take a screenshot of this, please. Okay, take a screenshot, put it in. All right. And basically, this removes the selected area, okay, marked by the in and out, okay, marked by in and out. Let's go between the in and out markers and select an area from the timeline, okay? That's what that is. Remove the selected area. So let's test it out. So you have this area, you got the brackets here. Go ahead and click on, now be careful. Not this one, this is extract, this is lift. Go ahead and do it. You'll notice that that area has been removed. Okay? So let's do Command Z, bring it back. Okay? On your own, try a different area. Okay? So in order to clear this, you right click, clear in and out. Okay? There you go. Okay? Clear in and out. Choose another area where you think it's not necessary. Okay? I'm not a big fan of this. I always believe you should do this in the source window. Choose which one, but sometimes you may have to do this. Okay, so in other words, if I decide, okay, I don't like these guys. All right, there we go. I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to scrub over. And I don't want this area here, so I'm going to click there. And then I'm just going to lift. I'm going to click this one, lift, and there it is, okay? All right, good job. So everybody got that? Okay, so there could be a reason for it. But now, say for instance, I want to lift, but then I want to, see what happens is when I lift, I got this big gap. Now, I can go ahead and right-click and do ripple delete. Everybody do that? Okay, ripple delete. See, it brings it all together. I can just do that. Or, after I selected it, I can click on this guy right here, and the same exact thing. So let's go ahead and, I think the next one is extract. So let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this icon here. All right, that one right there. Kind of did a lousy job selecting it. Bless you. All right, so I'll just do this, okay? And basically it does the same thing as lift, okay? Remove the select area from the timeline, but removes the gap left over. But with this icon, you'll see that it does exactly, it shortens the video. So click on that and press undo, Command Z, Z as in zebra. Go ahead and do that and just do it back and forth. You'll notice that the timeline shrinks. See that? Okay. So that's what it does. So it could be of use to Okay. All right. So let's do the plus sign, which is right here. Okay. And it's also right here, which is the source window. It's also, is it in the timeline? I don't see it. Okay. So it's only on the source and the program. So click here. And these are the icons. Okay. So you can actually have a whole slew of icons. So click on the plus sign and do a screen capture of this. Okay. That's basically all it does is it gives you a selection of buttons to put into the program window. Okay, so it gives you the selection of buttons to put into the window, the program window. Okay. I'm going to put program and source windows. Okay. So you guys got the same thing, okay? And so you can actually, like right here it says show rulers instead of the drop down. Let's go and put show rulers and press OK. Okay, I may not have enough time. I may not have enough room. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so you can also remove comparison view. You can do this. Click on comparison view. We're never going to use this, so we may or may not. And if we do, you can actually remove this right here. So click on the plus sign, and right here, this comparison view, you can go ahead and like move it back out. I think. How do we? Oh yeah. See, I pushed it back in there. And this one too. If you have this one here, toggle. Just go ahead and bring it back in there. There it is. Now if I want to bring in show rulers option, there it is right there. Okay, and then show guides. And this is cool. It's got FX. That's also pretty cool to have in there. I don't need markers because I know markers are, we always have that. So just press OK. Now you notice that the show rulers, if I don't want the rulers, I can just do that. See that? All right, so that's what basically it is. It gives you the selection buttons to put into the program or source window. All right, and we got one more. Okay, so I think I had you guys get rid of that. Let's go ahead and on the plus sign, find the comparison view. And the comparison view, I believe, is this guy right here. So if I ask you to take it out, put it back in. Okay, so did I put it back in? I guess, yeah, you have to drag it in instead of pressing OK, then press OK. So there it is. So just click on that and take a screenshot of that. It just gives you a comparison between the first and the last. I'm not sure what it is. I have to figure this out. But just go ahead and do that. We don't have to take any notes, okay? All right, and that's it. Okay.